The story starts out with the narrator ironing, which we soon find out is a mother due to a phone call she receives wanting to talk about her daughter to get her help. This call causes the mother to think about the life her daughter Emily has had. In her thinking about her daughter, she says, "There is all that life that has happened outside of me, beyond me." She further goes on to explain this by recapping her daughter's life. She starts from when Emily was a beautiful baby and her father had left them. This caused her mother to have to give her up after she could not balance both work and childcare. When she was finally able to get Emily back, she sent her to nursery school that way she could work, while Emily attended school, that way she could manage keeping her daughter. The mother then goes on to talk about how Emily does not smile like the other children, due to a lack of her smiling at her child during her childhood. However, Emily does have a gift for comedy. She then had to send Emily away to a convalescent home, which she was told would help her get the proper care to recover, while her mother was focused on the new baby she had just had. However, this place only worsened Emily's condition, causing her to not eat or show any affection when she returned home. Then the mother goes on to talk about her other children and how much different they are from Emily, especially Susan, who seems perfect compared to the dull Emily. Emily's gift for comedy then comes back up as her mother recalls how she could always make others laugh, and that she suggested that she should do something like that at school. She began to perform in many different places, which allowed her to express herself and be happy. The mother then reflects how Emily had had a terrible childhood, yet had still made a good life for herself. This plot diagram shows the parts of I Stand Here ironing. The beginning is when we see the mother ironing, which does not seem like much at first. The rising action comes next, which is when she receives a phone call from what we can assume is a school counselor. The mother does not see how she could help Emily, which causes her to recap all of Emily's life and what she has gone through, which leads to the climax. The climax is the mother's realization that Emily has had a hard life due to her raising her while she was trying to find her own way. Despite the challenges, Emily is still successful in comedy, which is the falling action of the story. Emily's being able to do something on her own that makes her happy shows how nothing can knock her down, which leads to the resolution of her mother noticing her perseverance. Emily being able to be more than her mother provided her to be shows that she still turned out the best she could, which leads to her mother being satisfied. In the story, the mother spent more time doing things such as working, household cleaning, and focusing on other children rather than taking proper care of Emily. The ironing throughout the story represents much more than just the mother having to do chores. It represents the priority other jobs took over Emily's well-being. Once the mother had realized the neglect of her child, she felt a sense of guilt, which is also represented by the iron. While she is physically just ironing a dress, she is trying to iron out the wrinkles of her relationship with her daughter. Reflecting on Emily's poor upbringing causes her to realize that she had created those flaws. However, when she snaps back into reality, she hears her daughter coming home happy. This realization caused the mother to see that even though she did not give Emily a perfect childhood as she had wanted, she was still able to prosper in life. As she comes to this realization, she thinks, she is more than this dress on the ironing board, helpless before the iron, which shows how she believes her daughter is much more than what she had given her.